That's an outstanding result in incredibly punishing conditions. If you can catch your breath and hide for the sun, what's your thoughts on the game?
Really pleased. I thought we showed really good aspects of our game in different ways. I think we defended really well, looked solid, compact at times, stood up to kind of every threat that they had, as well as tried to impose ourselves and play a lot of the kind of football that we're known for, which I think we did in times. Take a really good goal for Mochs and probably another couple of opportunities, but again you've got to respect the level of opposition that we're playing. We knew it would be tough. The last few games we've come up here and we've been on the end of a heavy scoreline, so to come up here and yes, get the results, great, but to put in the level of performance, not just kind of in possession but off the ball, and seeing a lot of the work that we've put in at kind of pre-season time come to fruition has been really pleasing.
That must be huge for you, seeing that when you look at the last two visits, to come here and keep a clean sheet, not just score a really good goal and have a few other chances and periods of nice play, but to keep that clean sheet, the desire and the organisation for a team that haven't spent a huge amount of time together, you must be over the moon.
As you say, I think we of course want to play football, and I see football played in a certain way, and it's the way that I'm always going to be. I think it brings you the most success, and we still want to impose that kind of style and play into our game, but at the same time you've got to kind of play the conditions, play the personnel who you're up against. They're a good outfit, and they've got good individuals and they're a good team, so I'd like to dominate the ball for 90 minutes of course, but unfortunately football's not like that, and sometimes you've got to find different solutions and problem solve, and I thought the boys done that. I think even Craigie Ross stepping into probably an unfamiliar position at right back and dealing with probably their biggest threat, the boy, the wide man.
Craigie did 17.
Really good. Dealt with him, I think maybe only once or twice he got past him, and even then, for the amount of times he was put into 1v1 situations, we know that's a big strength of Craigie's. He done really well, defended his box, put his head on the line, clearances, showed his composure in that at times as well, and really pleased, because as I say, I think that the level of effort that the boys put in deserve probably the kind of 3 points.
And when they did get behind us, and that's going to happen, you've got a 90-minute game, you're not going to win every single battle. Anytime they did get past either Alex King or Craig Ross, you and Gintz and even the defenders dropping deep to help out were there to clear it up, and Cade made some important interventions as well.
It's part of being a team. Of course, listen, we want to be as aggressive and try and win the ball back and put pressure on kind of top end of the pitch, and I think we've done that at times, but Dundee are a good side, and they played through us and stuff at certain times, really good kind of bits of play, and when called upon, when they broke our lines of defence and obviously midfield and stuff, that's when you've got to be a good teammate and recognise the situation, delay. Can you go and be aggressive, and when you're kind of battle, do you need to step off the game and allow maybe a recovering player to come back and get back in numbers? And like you say, I think we judged it really well. We were aggressive when we needed to be. We were kind of patient. We defended in kind of a mid block and a low block at times, but then when we need to squeeze the game, our communication, our distances between the units were really good. So overall, I'm pleased. I'm just desperate to get an ice bath now.
And about that, the conditions out there, that must have been torture to play in at times.
Aye, horrible. I always said I'd like to play in Spain, but I think I second guess that now. It was really hot, and for both teams, and even just the manager and the kind of dark arts, just using the kind of game management as such, you know, playing the game as almost in four quarters, playing a quarter till we get to the drink break, playing the other quarter and doing it that way. It worked really well for us, but like I said, it was roasting hot, and I want to be desperate to get a cold shower.
Chris Mochrie scored a really good goal, scored some really big goals for us last season, but that was a bit of class after a good delivery for yourself, but the little touch inside and the finish, that's the kind of quality he has in his locker.
Of course it is, and Mox has got that in abundance, playing a position that he's maybe not a natural kind of goal scorer type number 9, but what he is he's very good in terms of he's a natural footballer. His intelligence, his technique, his ability to dribble with the ball, he's quick, he's dynamic. Hendo, Gratz, boys that come on as well, really good, but it's a part of the play that we've worked on for pre-season. Gavin Gallagher gets in behind the midfield and the defence, occupies an area that gives them problems. The centre back thinks he can go and be aggressive and step in with Gavin, which then vacates that space. Chris Mochrie has to identify that, and he does really, really well. He takes off, and for me it's an easy pass. It's just a case of hitting an area in behind, and hopefully Mox catches it. So he done that really well. But listen, it's a pattern they play, and I like that in my kind of forward lads as well. I don't want boys too structured. I want them to play with a freedom. I want them to play with a fluidity, and I don't want people set on positions. I think it can be a wee bit robotic at times, so I don't mind interchanging positions and stuff as long as the structure within that's there. And as you say, at times probably Mox was out in the wide areas, Hendo was through the middle, Gratz was through the middle playing in midfield, but again we stuck to that structure, so I was really, really pleased.
Brilliant, Rhys, thank you very much, that's outstanding.
Cheers.
Chris, big win to start the competitive action and a really good goal from yourself. Talk us through it, what your thoughts on it?
Well, just seen a bit of kind of space opened up, sort of movements we've been working on in training, and sort of just made the out to and run, and the gaffer found me. I think the guy maybe missed it a wee bit, and then, you know, just happy to take advantage of it.
Really good bit of composure, just to not panic, because it's come through from a really good pass, but like you say, you've got the guy trying to dive in and get it. He's maybe misjudged it, but you're calm enough to find the back of the net.
Yeah, happy that, you know, I probably chose the right decision there, and thankfully slid past it and I had a kind of free shot on goal, but yeah, just happy to get the goal.
Obviously you rested on Tuesday in the game against Dundee. You got a few knocks today as well. How are you feeling after that? I know it's very early after it, but what are you feeling like fitness wise?
Yeah, all right. I was just kind of had a wee thigh strain through the week, so it was just best to kind of leave it, and it's obviously a tough shift today. We had to sort of sustain a lot of pressure, but I'm feeling good, and hopefully be ready for Tuesday as well.
Energy sapping conditions out there to be playing in. I know the same for both sets of players, but because we had to do a lot of defending as a unit and off the ball work, to just make it that extra bit harder to just keep going, because the heat is unreal. Yeah,
no, it was tough today. Like you say, the heat was difficult, and like you say, they had a lot of attacks and we had to defend quite a lot, but I think it's good signs that we sort of stuck together this early on. Obviously a few new signings and a few boys leaving as well, so hopefully this will stand us in good stead, and just need to keep this up.
Well, like I say, it was a really good goal and a really good win, Chris. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Well done.
Thank you.